Hello, greetings everyone. I don't know. I had to come back. I'm very tired. You can see from my voice, hear from my voice, not see, and will be making mistakes. But I have to address this. I'm not. There's some energy. When there's stress, more stress, I feel like someone is. It's about my condition. These people don't care. What are they trying to prove by saying this? A Christian came on my recent live stream, and this is what he has said here: stop misleading people, it will lead you to hell. It's like a Muslim saying this, right? I don't know what this person is trying to prove. Before him, Pigmeat gave me a hard time. Are they Arab Christians like Rob Christian or Christian Prince? These really hurt my heart, really hurt me here. I can't rest now. Although I need rest, I'm exhausted, really exhausted. Overexhaustion, they don't care. I don't know whether this is a hidden Muslim. He's been to Christian Prince or Rob Christian or Muslims, using me like Adam Seeker as a punching bag. Hope the sound is coming because now I'm on. I don't know if it will be coming. So on. I don't know why this is. So if you're trying to prove that you've been given a hard time, like the some Sunni Muslims in Pakistan giving us a hard time, like my ex-friend Saima Peer, as if they just wanted to save us or something from shirk. So, like you people indirectly coming, uh, giving some Shias also, killing them, or, then their extremists killed the Shia, saying that if we kill one Shia, we will get heaven, and telling us that on Facebook also I've encountered Sunni Muslim Palestinian or some other who telling me that I'm a kafir when I was a Shia on Facebook. This was Arab news or some news a long time ago when they said war against Israel because Israelis wanted to keep something in the mosque for security purpose, and they're like, they're not going to put this in this mosque, in our mosque. So, you know, um, very Muslim-like, telling me, and even against the idol worshippers, God is not a statue. Although I'm not an idol worshipper, I could be Radha Rani, as I say, I'm Radha Rani, but I don't know, like what kind of Christians, even if they're Christian, like what kind of Christians are coming up? We have a secular system where we can talk. We don't mean to mislead anyone. Another thing is that without proper thinking, this is the problem with your Abrahamic religions, that so I haven't finished this. uh, Please watch this, right, what the Hindus are saying about you Christians and Muslims. So there's the problem with exclusivity doctrines. Thinking Bhakti podcast, EP 21 on YouTube. The channel is Swami Ravati Kanta, Ravati Kanta, Ravati Kanta's channel. Okay, let me show you this. So I was watching this recently, although I haven't subscribed. I've unsubscribed to Bhakti Marga and I just mean to just show you this, not play. Don't mean any copyrights infringement or anything. the problem, if I, okay, let's see if you can, if I can, the problem, no, I can't zoom it in. The problem with, I already read this out, Swami Raveti Kanta. So the problem with these, or is it a Muslim trying to give me a hard time, like I suspected pig meat also to be? And they won't come talk to me. So that's another thing, like I don't know who I'm talking to, a fake Christian, and he's trying to use what his point here in making this point. This was like, really, a Christian is going to tell me to stop misleading people? You're like acting the same way as a Muslim. It will lead you to hell. Right, so on my other device, just going back to my live stream here, this is rude. So as it is, we feel that those Muslims have been very rude with us, the Sunni Muslims, telling us on our faces, uh, giving us a hard time, or that we are kafirs, were disbelievers when I was a Shia. And many things, like, how they have very clever people, like even the Sunni friend, Muslim friend, I don't know what really she followed, Quran only or something, and just cherry picking her hadiths, the hadiths. Like one time I was sending emails to, about, since I was now trying to sincerely follow my religion, Shia Islam, that music is haram. So I was sending this to everyone, and I thought of I made a mistake sending it to this Canadian Muslim friend of mine, Pakistani origin. She sent it back to me saying, "This is junk." What a rude way, like I felt this was so rude. So these kind of comments are really rude for me. And we can't see the faces. This Cliff Wawero is again, last time, remember he's the one who said, oh, he got carried away. He said wrong things about Muslims, that they insult Jesus Christ. I gave him a chance again. And he's like, thank you and God bless you. And he's a hypocrite from the very first time he came here. Look at how these hypocrites misleading. Oh, I'm not misleading. Hell. Misleading people, it will lead you to hell. Stop. He's telling me to stop this. So is he a hidden Muslim? Like Adam Seeker? And been bullied by the Christians like Sam Shaman and using me as a punching bag here. Stop it. You stop it. You hidden Muslim Adam Seeker type. If Sam Shaman and all these people, and maybe in the secular system, well, it was secular system came out of, I heard, Christianity. So are you not misleading people by living a secular system? And if you, now the Muslims are getting it in a lot by Douglas Murray in Britain, but you're making Britain, London, Londistan. You don't see what you're doing, what the Muslims are doing in the Western countries and European countries. When you are going on with dawah and wanting more mosques and not integrating with the British, with the Europeans, with the Westerners. And don't, If you do this again, I gave him a second chance. No, no, you are the one. You see, you Abrahamic religions, what are you? This is so rude. So I think he wanted a reaction from me to against Christianity. And I'm not going to give it to him because I don't know whether he's like Adam Seeker, a hidden Muslim who has been perhaps after 9/11, had, I don't know, behind this facade. Cliff, name also Christian facade, whether he's been, like he feels he's been victimized after 9/11 in America much. So I'm not going to give it to him. He should have come. I sent them an invite, like come and talk to me. But none of them are coming on YouTube, and these Muslims are going to make it hard. But anyway, statue or what? That's, so, no, in Christianity, there are some Christians who believe that were told Lubna, the candidate of these Pakistani and these Arab Muslims, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Arabs, I don't know why they have not executed me here. Very chala, very like cunning. Don't use this kind of a cunningness here. And rudeness. And he's the truth seeker has come here to find out about his religion, right? And this guy is going on and on missionary work. So do Christians do this? A lot. I've never seen Christians do this in London or in like European countries. So they have witches, like now the witch truth, your truth. So there are witch healers, and it's freedom for all. You coward! Can you come up and tell me whether you are a Christian or are you hiding as Adam Seeker, like Adam Seeker is? Will you get more benefits in Europe? More than the atheists if you're a Christian? Do you get more benefits in Europe? Do you get more respect in Europe if you're a Christian? And atheists get less. Do the atheists get bullied in America, Western world? I'm not. Wait a minute. So you see, I saw, the conclusion also. The Quran, like the Muslims would say this, then they would say here, they opposed. It doesn't mean it. It doesn't. They were opposing, literally opposing. But you see the Quran ayats, you see that if the disbelievers were opposing Allah and the Messenger. Let me say this properly. This conclusion also I didn't reach. If they're opposing the Abraham's Quran ayahs, you look at that, like there's no consistency. If you're blaming the Jews, the Christians, the disbelievers, the Makkan polytheists, or the polytheists of that time, Arabian polytheists, let's say, and the Roman Empire for opposing Allah and the Messenger, then Abraham, you have to see Surah Mumtahana. Where did the hatred start from? You see, they were reached in Surah Mumtahana. So the Quran ayats don't make sense if you're saying they opposed, and not just that they disbelieved in Allah and the Messenger. Then you see in Surah Mumtahana. So I did like this, my research. I don't know how to show it to you, Surimam. These people, notwithstanding my condition, nothing. They are cruel beasts for me. I don't know how the Europeans have taken them and endured them, tolerated these Muslims. There has already been for you an excellent pattern in Abraham. Now, what did Abraham do? What did Abraham do and his people? First, they started when they said to their people, Abraham and those with him, right? What did they say to their people? They are the first ones to go and tell their people, indeed, we are disassociated from you and from whatever you worship other than Allah. And we have denied you, and there has appeared between us and you animosity and hatred forever. So, missionary dawah work against polytheists, right? Forever until you believe in Allah and the disbelievers, like, not even, doesn't even say they, oh, indeed, we are disassociated from you and from whatever you worship, whoever they worship other than Allah. So at that time, I assume that it is the idol worshippers. Not sure. Even they worship other than Allah, whoever they may be. Now, these are the ones who took the first step to approach them, the people who worship other than Allah, something, whatever you worship, or whoever you worship other than Allah. Then you look at, then from here, you look at Abraham breaking the idols, lying to them, not accepting idol worshippers, you know. And then you see that, you see the deception like that. And then if you give me this ayat, which said in, peace and there's no compulsion in religion, or, or, but taking it on the thing that opposing Allah and the Messenger, opposing Allah and the Messenger. And here, like in Surah Hashar ayat, you will say that Allah put terror, cast terror into the disbelieving people, because so it's very difficult. Excuse me, just so opposing Allah and the Messenger and not believing in Allah and the Messenger, you would say are two different things. So that's why fight. So is it that's why fight the disbelievers? No, wait. And Allah is, this person is Surah 9, Ayat 28. Believers, those who associate others with Allah, are unclean. Also polytheists, right? After the expiry of this year, let them not even go near the sacred mosque, which some of them are maintaining and giving water to the pilgrims. Can't disregard that ayat. And should you fear poverty, Allah will enrich you out of His bounty, if He wills. Surely Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. So who started it? You can see in Surah Mumtahana through the Quran ayats, and then you come seeing the Quran ayat, a lot of deception, like you put the blame on me that she is showing me us that they opposed Allah and the Messenger, and of course the opposition could be like they just had to resist. Even resisting is like, you are imposing your beliefs on them. So they're resisting. Hada could be resistance to it. Opposition could be a wide connotation, like I said. Shaku, like in Surah Hashar, the word is used. And the other ayat, hada, hadda, what is it? Opposite. But the same English word is used for its translation. had uh, opposition, sorry. So you would think I mislead Muslims, and this Christian or whoever he is triggered this Islamic thing in me, like what a Muslim would come and say, or what a Shia would come and say. Stop misleading. And there's someone who says, the path of love. If you have love in your heart, just love. I, so I think I would go for the Hindu, someone like this, can, no, they cannot coexist. Islam, Muslims, very hard. They don't even follow. Now they must be too embarrassed here. So they come as Christians, perhaps. I don't know what, I suspect. I felt there was something in this Chris Wawero. Like, either he wants to use me as a punching bag, behind him is a Muslim, and he knows he's learned from the Christians, or the Bible, and gone to debates and all, or like what his point was. And so um, I think I would like a religion like this, dharma like this, which says, okay, we may be the best, the Shivites, or we may have the best guru, but it doesn't mean that you would be going to hell, right? Or you have another chance. They were, so the points they covered are many, and they're very eloquent and well researched and well spoken and discussed. So don't you think a religion, like Christians have to come here telling me? It's the first time a Christian has come here and told me, stop misleading people, you will go to hell. Maybe because from Lubna's channel, I think she got the person wrong. The Christian was saying, she thought he was saying, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to hell. But what he wanted to tell Lubna was that if you don't believe in Jesus, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're not going to hell. So some Christians may be believing, but this podcast was saying that Christians, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you are damned. You will go to hell, right? So aren't you doing the same thing as Muslims, like harassing people and casting fear in their hearts? And aren't you a hidden Muslim? But I assure you, the kind of things the way they have, their fellow Muslims, they have persecuted, I assure you, you have a lot of freedom, even though a little bit here and there in Europe or in America, but you have been given a lot of freedom, total freedom, lots of freedom from the government, the country's rules. If some Christians may give you a tough time, but not like the doubles, like Pakistani and Arabs, very strict in this. Pakistani is even worse, gone cases. Afghanistan, gone case. Maybe Afghanis now will come around, but Pakistani Muslims are gone cases. Arabs also may come around, like Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince may be coming around, but I don't know about that. I've just heard it could be a false rumor. But he's made some changes. And no, it's like at least as a Muslim, no, it may be a rumor that he's an atheist, but the other thing is that he's coming around to be a moderate or liberal Muslim and trying to bring that in his country, progressive Muslim, moderate, liberal. You have the freedom. Thank God he started that. That is not a rumor. What I'm saying could be a rumor is that, he's become an atheist. which I heard from listening to, watching Harith Sultan. I may have annoyed you, I'm sorry, but I hate false teaching. Oh, here is, okay. Huh? But stop. You hate, but don't impose your hate on others, right? It's the same thing as Muslims, right? What Muslims are doing. How do you know that it's your belief, right? How do you know that your belief is not false? Can you tell me? Can you give me evidence of Jesus Christ being the Son of God? Give me evidence. No, I don't hate God, creation. I hate. But aren't you doing the same thing the Muslims would do and tell us that as a Shia, I also hate it. Like my religion says in the Quran, it's like giving false, talking about God in a false manner is terrible. So your hatred for false teaching, did Jesus Christ tell you to hate false teaching? Did Jesus Christ tell you to hate false teaching? Or did he tell you to pray for the heathens, for the idol worshippers? In Islam, there's no more prayer for the idol worshippers. But if you hate, okay, I know you don't hate me as a person, but what you're saying, like in your country, you hate false teaching, but you actually stopped me. You said, stop teaching. Like you want to impose your teaching on me when you don't even have evidence of Jesus Christ being God or God's Son. Maybe your teaching is false. So is that fair to me, what you said? Is that fair to me and what I'm doing here? I'm helping the Muslims leave Islam. What false teaching have I taught? What false teaching am I teaching to truth seeker? What was I saying to truth seeker that was false? Cliff, I was with a truth seeker, the Muslim truth seeker. What false teaching was I teaching him? Why did you bring your religion? What was the false teaching I was teaching him? I was teaching him to leave Islam, see the contradictions in the Quran. What false teaching was I teaching him? Was I telling him to come to Hindu Sanatan Dharma? You were going on. And what other thing you said about your Christ here? You're going on with your missionary work on my live stream. If we do the same thing, if a Hindu comes to your live stream and you're helping Muslims, like your Rob Christian, Adam Seeker, and if a Hindu goes there, this is your belief, sorry. And I wasn't even on that. You came, you started it. You are not, are you sorry? What false teaching am I teaching? Why are you telling? I'm not a Muslim. Who's telling you? Show me the evidence of Allah. There's no, Allah is not what the Muslims take them to be. I'm an ex-Muslim here, you know very well. You are you are dodgy. I'm an ex-Muslim. You still haven't got it? If you still haven't got it, what a mockery are you making of me and my live streams? What mockery are you making? I was helping a Muslim leave Islam and see for themselves what he was saying was wrong. We don't misinterpret the Quran ayats. We are showing them truly the true thing about the Quran, that it has contradictions. I thought you were teaching him to follow Allah. Did you not see ex-Muslim on my StreamYard? You're lying. You're lying now. My StreamYard. You are a liar. You're lying. I'm an ex-Muslim. He knows what I was teaching him. You butted in. He knows what I was showing him, not teaching him. You butted in without even thinking? Maybe you're crazy about Jesus Christ. Of course, it was written on my StreamYard. Ex-Muslim Zahra, or Zahra ex-Muslim. You didn't even know that? You're so blind in your Christianity or your religion. No, you've come before also, Cliff. Didn't you tell me? You know that I'm an ex-Muslim. Before the previous live stream. You've come before. You've come before. You know I'm an ex-Muslim. Didn't you say thank you in a hypocritical manner and God bless you? Before the StreamYard, the screencasting, you know very well. Why are you lying? But you've come before also. Can I show you when you came? Shall I show you the stream when you came? And I will catch you. I'm going to get that stream. I'm going to show you how you've lied. What didn't you check out? You were so full then. You are very full. Even the first time you came here. You think I was a Muslim? You are so full of your religion. You're blinded that you can't see. I know that. That's what you told me the first time you came here. And now you're going to. You came here the first time telling me this. First time you came here, day before yesterday, did you still. I don't follow religion. Okay. I told you ask the Pope, right? Didn't I tell you ask the Pope? Uh, no, you are lying. You're pretending you didn't know. But you came, they are making a mockery of me, Christians and ex-Muslims. Allah. You came in one of these live streams. Why are you taking my time? You're wasting. Last time also you came here. Punching bag they're using me. I think you came, which one? Do you remember? You came before. Cliff, I said sorry if I Wawero, if I have not pronounced your last name properly. You came last time too. A few days ago. On my StreamYard, you didn't see I've put ex-Muslim Zara? What do you think? Ex-Shia is not ex-Muslim? Huh? But on my StreamYard, I've put ex-Muslim Zara. You can't see anything. Okay, you're not a Catholic, but what do Catholics believe? So you have different. Who are you? You said you get very offended that Muslims have. Remember that time you came before the previous live stream? Muslims insult Jesus Christ. And I explained to you that they don't insult Jesus Christ. And you get carried away. So even at that time, you didn't think I was an ex-Muslim. All these live streams of mine, you haven't checked. Huh? This is about fake ex-Muslims. Fake. The others you haven't checked. No, but Catholics say that it's a religion, it's an institutional religion, organized institutional religion. Now, they don't, of course, they use the book, the Bible, the gospel. Why is he lying so much? I don't understand. What do you mean by the Catholics don't use the holy book? It may be that according to you, they don't use the. Why don't you say it properly? You think I'm an. You didn't think I am an ex-Muslim? They don't follow the teaching of the Bible. They don't use the holy book. You are a very cunning person. Very dangerous. Can you come and talk to me? I'll come live stream. Okay, now I know it. Let's continue. Continue with you? So you're going to still tell me to stop doing this? Helping my Muslims? Leave Islam? Look, if you hate it, if you hate false teachings, you don't have to be here on my live stream. You have a choice, brother. You don't have to be here. I'm ashamed to call you a brother because you seem like very clever. You could get the Catholics into misinterpret their, give me misinformation about the Catholics. I know that they use the holy book. And you're saying here that they don't. When I started to tell you they do, now you changed the way you said it. You seem like a very clever, cunning person. There's no way we can continue like this with you. Dishonest person. Calculating. There's no way I can continue. So if you don't like my stream, you don't agree to what I say here, helping Muslims leave Islam, see for themselves. Are you called Hoffer? What is this life for? This person, he's told me to stop. He's misleading people about me without knowing. Or he knows about Catholics, then he says they don't use. I'm just looking at his cunning ways. Stop. What do you want now? Why are you here? Why can't I go to channel? Okay, you are a Muslim. What is this? You are a Muslim. This person is a Muslim. This channel, I'm an ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, and I'm helping Muslims leave Islam and stop killing for on apostasy or blasphemy. Also that. To change the law. Pakistani Muslims. No, but by saying it, see again, you've got it. You put things wrong in a wrong. They don't use the holy book. They definitely use the holy book. Then you, these kind of, I will not allow. You are a very clever person. STP. I'm here because the things you have done against Shias also, and this in the name of this false religion. I'm here to help the Muslims leave Islam and show you through proof, evidence, that Quran has contradictory ayats. And you're following a satanic prophet who follows Satan, who followed Satan, inspired by Satan, even when he prophesied. Satan, you can't just submit to God. The Quran says, you see, you've just bypassed the right that God has given you. You can't just submit to God. You people are the ones making problems for others. We don't have freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of choice. We're born in this false religion. Find out later that this is a false religion. You may be just submitting to God, but you don't know about your religion, then you are naive, you are ignorant. Please, majority of Muslims may be moderate liberal, but what your Quran's ayat say, and this is a false religion. I've proven it. Pakistani Muslims, Arab Muslims they had punishments here, still do, against apostasy. You see, you may be one of those moderate Muslims who just submit to God without even thinking, without blindly submitting to God. That's your personal thing. But don't tell me your Muslims don't give a hard time to Shias, killing Shias now in Pakistan recently for not believing the way you believe in. And your Muslims are giving a lot of problems. Like if we don't pray, if our parents find out, they can take a stick and hit us. I don't have a belief, Cliff. I don't have a belief. So you see, you haven't, this religion is not to be kept personal, and don't deceive us because it's going to spread, and you've wanted to spread. And your Prophet Muhammad in the beginning spread it peacefully. Later on, when he had power, he was, God knows when, he was a warmonger. He started to, all the other peaceful ayats are abrogated. So why are you here, STP? Why are you here? If you've just submitted to God, then, when I was a Shia and I knew my religion and I was content with my religion, whatever the Sunnis may say, I wouldn't go to their territory and start, talking. I left it on my alims, and if they want to come to us and talk about it, but threatening to burn our Imam Bargas and throwing stones, pelting our people in the Julus procession in Pakistan, Karachi. So aren't you deceiving yourself by saying, I just submit to God? because the rest of your true Muslims, they're supposed to do dawah. And then they'll fight against the Christians, the Jews, and the atheists, and the apostates. Now, Cliff Guerrero, if you don't like it, then leave. I don't preach. I don't mislead people. I don't believe blindly without proof. I have to see it to believe it, or go on higher spiritual realms to find out. If Mary gave birth to Jesus Christ, that's forbidden in the Quran. There is no compulsion in religion. Now I've spoken about this STP. I don't think you believe in that. What about the Dawa people? No compulsion in religion, but what about those who leave religion? Let me come like this with you. What about those who leave Islam? Your Prophet says kill them. Why would you compel them to not leave? Yes. Okay, look, you've brought your friend Muslim. This is what you do, Cliff. I've had enough of you. I have to time you out. Please stop it. I'm talking to STP. I can't talk, not much. Slow down. You are Shia? I'm talking to STP. No, I don't believe in God. Can you not get it in your thick mind? Full of belief. No, I need yaqeen, confirmation that God exists. Can't believe in it like that. Because there's something in my religion, yaqeen, that was there. Without evidence, as Shias also I was told, we can't believe in something without evidence. I know people are rendering all sorts of evidence. Even the Ahmadis have their evidence. Pardon? A Mauryan limbo? What are you saying? I was with Truth Seeker. This Cliff has butted in. He started to do his missionary work here against a Muslim. This is my live stream, not Cliff's. And I'm an ex-Muslim. Truth Seeker, a Muslim, was asking me, even you become an ex-Muslim, you don't even know anything about Jesus, spiritual teaching, so don't be an accuser like Satan, because Satan is the accuser. I'm not a believer in Jesus Christ. I don't believe blindly in Jesus Christ. I've read the Bible. I've done enough research on the Bible. I'm not now you're calling me a Satan. Are Jews Satan who don't believe in Jesus Christ? Those who don't believe in Jesus Christ, are they Satan? No, I wasn't accusing Jesus Christ. Cliff came here during my previous live stream, again, and started to butt in that your religion is the true religion against a Muslim helping. We were on the Quran ayat contradictions and all this. Why do you need to do your missionary work here on my live stream? No, you cannot. Do you see that somewhere you don't have the right to infringe upon other people's live streams and rights and encroach upon their rights? You have encroached upon my rights. Get out of here, calling us Satans. You are Satan yourself, moron. Stop it now. I'll ban you. Get out. You Muslim. Don't call me Satan here. And you also. I banned you before you came in my previous live stream. Get out. None of your business. Don't ask me questions. Get out. Ban you. Oh, finally, a Muslim has come. He said, "You were never Muslim. God says that anyone who divides their religion into sects, God divided Abraham into a Shia of Nuh. Surah Abraham, on Abraham, Surah Safat, ayat 83, I think it is. What about that? On one hand, God says, don't divide. There's a contradiction there and then. I know of this ayat. It's a Shia with a Y. You can be a Shia, like a Shia of Moses, and you can be a Shia of Pharaoh. Pharaoh. What about that? Allah has called Moses' people Shias of Moses. So there's a contradiction there and then. And you've not only submitted to God. You see, this is what you tell the Shias against the Shias. So on one hand, God puts, yeah, right. Surah 6, ayat 159. Try to work it out. Why does your Allah call Abraham Shia of Nuh? Tell me, and not himself. Tell me. I was a Muslim and I was a Shia Muslim. And stop saying this because Aman Message, King of Jordan, called you're not even following your authorities, where it was decided that Shias are a part of Islam. So why you don't follow your authority? The Aman Message? Then the Quran ayat you're not following. You're not following the Quran ayat. Obey your authority among yourself. Why are you not obeying the authority among yourself? Are you authority among yourself? No, that's not what it says. The Quran doesn't say that. The Quran says, obey. Then you're going against the Quran also. If you're saying my authority is God, Allah, meaning alone, then you're not following, because you have to obey Allah, not only Allah, and the messenger, and authority. So how are you a Muslim when you're not even sorry to put it this way to you, authority among yourselves? Why are you forgetting this Quran ayat? So what is greater for you, the Quran, or you don't look at the Quran ayats? It says, the Quran ayat is saying, Surah Nisa ayat 59. No, I'm not saying, no, you answer me here. First answer me, don't jump here and there. The Shia of Moses and the Shia of Pharaoh, I was talking that. No Moses ever, the Quran ayats, stick to the Quran ayats. You Muslims are very cunning. Why are you running away? You're not following your Quran ayat. Surah Nisa ayat 59. obey Allah and obey the messenger and those charged with authority among you. So answer me, why aren't you following Surah Nisa ayat? My authority is God only, you mean. Why aren't you following Surah Nisa ayat? How can your authority be God only? When the ayat is saying obey authority amongst yourselves also. Come on, answer me. You're still here, but you're not answering. Have you cowered? You're going against your Quran ayat. Why are you going against Surah Nisa ayat 59? You've gone against Surah Nisa ayat 59, STP. Oh, so you don't follow the Quran? Yes, and who is among us? It is the believers. When it comes to those rulers today, they are not among us. How do you know that? Your God hasn't said this because they don't follow God. Of course they follow God. All Muslims say we submit to Allah. Of course they follow God. They're Muslims. How are you speaking? No, you said you just follow God as authority. Yes, you have gone against your Quran ayat. Don't judge those. They are saying we submit to Allah. Don't judge their deeds. They are authority amongst you. Which country do you come from? Which Sunni sect do you belong to? You don't follow the Quran. You're not a Muslim. Now, please get lost. Don't waste my time here. Then, you don't follow the Quran, Toba. Forget it. And you're now, what are you saying against your fellow Muslims? This is what Prophet Muhammad has said. Only one sect will go to heaven. The rest of you will go to hell. You don't even follow your Quran. Come on now. Please accept that. Don't dilly-dally and this Pakistan. Are you a Pakistani Muslim? I'm reading Surah Nisa. You know what Surah Nisa is? You know what Surah is? Do you know? If you don't know what Surah is, first Surah Nisa. No, for the Ahl Sunnah it does. For the Ahl Sunnah, Hadith has authority after the Quran. It's the authority of Prophet Muhammad, the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. Of course it has authority, because if it says here, it says obey Allah and obey the messenger, follow the messenger. For you they are not Muslims, but for themselves they are Muslims. They think you are not a Muslim. Of course, and they think right. Because you don't even know a Quran ayat. How can you even be authority for yourself when you forget a Quran ayat? You're not even Quran Hafiz. Forget that, Quran Hafiz. You don't even remember this ayat. You're saying my only authority is God. But here, Allah is saying in Surah Nisa ayat 59, obey Allah and obey the messenger. And I know I quoted in Hadith, but you're going back here on your command, my authority is God only, alone. And now you're claiming that the Sunni, Ahl Sunnah are also not Muslims. And you are not a Muslim. And you need to accept that. Because forgetting this ayat and saying that my authority is only God doesn't make you close to being an alim so that you can be authority for yourself as a believer. How can you be authority for yourself as a believer? This is for the believers. Do you believe in the first caliph, Rashidun caliphs, the first few? Do you believe in the 4 Rashidun caliphs? Or after Muhammad, what? The Quran only? What Umar said you believe in? Yet you say you are reading hadiths. Hadith have no authority in the religion. And remember, Umar saying it's not hadith, it's not the sunnah. But Umar spoke from himself saying Quran only. That's where you became Quran only. So you're not even following you see, so going back to what you said here, my authority is God only. No, here the believers are supposed to obey Allah and the Messenger and those charged with authority among you believers. Now my authority is God, and when it comes to what God says, He says that sectarians. No, you can't just say that. You can't say it like this, that my authority is God. Your authority is not God. Your authority is not even the Quran then. Then how can God be your authority on what scripture? What scripture? No, you said, no, God here himself says that you have to obey authority amongst yourselves. And if the Quran, this ayat only is your authority, and you have, then for you is like this, that these disbelievers, they make distinctions between Allah and the Messenger, and they say some is right and some is wrong, or some we'll accept and others we'll ignore. So your example is of that, those disbelievers, isn't it? Oh, so you're saying that your authority about this sectarian is, oh, you mean to say that all those Aman, king of Jordan, the religious scholars, in order to obey the messenger, you follow the message, which is the Quran. But what do you say about this? What do you say about this? Okay, you follow the Quran, right? In order to obey the messenger, you follow the Quran, follow the message, which is the Quran, and you feel those authorities, your religious scholars and muftis who met, did not have proper authority. They don't have authority. Yeah? Yes? Okay, he said yes. Then, correct. Okay. Then, what about this? Okay, that's what you meant. So, okay, I got it now. Then, what about this? That Abraham was a Shia of him, meaning not God. What about this? Yeah, Abraham was a Shia of him. What about this? Abraham was a Shia of Nu. What about Surah 37, Ayat 83? Huh? You said the Quran, God says in Surah 6, Ayat 159, God says, He says that sectarians, sects have nothing to do with us. Right. That means Abraham, but he made Abraham from Nu, a follower of Nu, a sect. Isn't this forming into a sect? Huh? Oh, I went to 102. Uh, Sect. Shia means a sect according to Surah 6, Ayat 159. Right? Who are you a Shia of? Who are you a Shia of? Abraham was a Shia of Nu. Not La ilaha illallah, not God. Where does it say sect? Because I didn't see it. Shiite. Doesn't this mean sect? Shia? Whether you put it with a Y or whether you put it without a Y. Yes, look at the meaning of that word. Sect. It means sect, his kind. His kind means his follower, not Allah's follower. Shia. You're saying Shias are not Muslims, right? Then you're saying Abraham. This means you're saying Abraham is not a Muslim because he was a Shia of Nu. Now, Prophet Muhammad said, "O Ali, you and your Shias will go to paradise." Yeah, come on, right? Prophet Muhammad could not have said this against the Quran ayahs. Where have the Shias made themselves a sect? Huh? But then how can you say that I was never a Muslim? Because I was a Shia of Ali. That is not a sect. A sect is a division or a split. But you were implying that since I was a Shia, I was a Shia, so I was never a Muslim. Because right. So this Shia, so we can be Shias of Ali. Then why are you saying they're not Muslims? And they've split themselves in sects. That is not a sect. So, okay. So then the Shias of Ali are not a sect. It's a division, a split among people. This is saying that Abraham followed Nuh. Right. So we're saying what Prophet Muhammad said, that Ali, you and your Shias will go to paradise. So we become Shias of Ali. And we're not a sect. We haven't split the religion. Then you are a true Shia, stirring the conversation. A Shia follow other than Quran, meaning, no, they don't. They follow the Quran. According to your brainwashing, they don't. They follow this Quran, meaning modern day people who claim this title. No, it isn't modern day, it's Prophet Muhammad's time. Prophet Muhammad's time. Okay, you say partner with Allah. Now let's move out of this. Zahra, you are liar. My brother never said that you are Satan. It's your. Oh, yes, your brother did say this. He said, and your brothers, stop this nonsense calling me. You are liars. Shia liars, Muslim liars. No, no, I'm not going to. You called me Satan. Your brother called me Satan. Your brother called me Satan. Don't deny it now. Don't lie like your brother. STP, Shias of Ali, there are Shias of Moses in the Quran, Shia of Pharaoh. So, right, you just admitted that Shia is not a sect which split among people. It's what God made Abraham a Shia of Nuh. Shia follow the Quran, and you don't follow the Quran actually. Do you see? Sometimes look at your own faults and see that you don't follow the Quran. Now, see the contradictions in this. And first of all, Ali was a devil. You understand that? Your prophet was a devil. Satanic. And you Shias are no less following him. When it comes to so-called Shias, they don't follow just the Quran. They also follow Sunnah or false narrations. No, they follow the authentic narrations of Prophet Muhammad. You follow the false narration. You don't even follow the narrations. So you, according to you, what Prophet Muhammad said, that only one of you, your sect, will go to paradise and the rest will go to hell. So even your believers will go to hell. You are such. What is there's hadith in the Quran is Allah's hadith, right? And where was Prophet Muhammad born? What in the then how do you pray 5 times, and what ayats do you pray, or you don't pray 5 times? There are only 3 times in the Quran. Then why do you do you pray 5 times or 3 times? I'm exhausted here, and these people. No, no, it's not my brain. Stop this, you rude person. Liars. You're rude liars. Are you Arab? Are you Shia? You're such a rude person. That's exactly what your brother meant, that I'm Satan. That's what you go around saying. You want to give a bad name, you Shias want to give a bad name to Christians. Arab Shias, I know you, acting as Christians. Irani, Iraqi, Syrian. I know you Alawite Shias. There's mention of, yeah, so you're not praying, right? 5 times? You admit there is no mention of 5 prayers in the Quran. That's true. Yes. So you don't pray, you don't go to mosque, you don't even pray at home 5 times. So, right? No, why should you pray? How do you pray then? then you're not following the Quran. Then what are you following if you still pray? How do you pray? You're not a Muslim. At least there are 3 times prayers. How do you pray then? Who told you to pray in what manner? Please enlighten us. Are you sure this Quran came on Muhammad? Do you have proof that this was the true Muhammad, the true Prophet? The Quran mentions to bow and prostrate in prayer. It also mentions calling upon God and recite His verses. In prayer, in Salat, are you sure it mentions that? I'm not sure. Which ayat says that? Which ayat says that in Salat call upon God and recite His verses? I don't think it says that in Salat do that, or during Salat do that. Okay, I give you, take your time, take your time. Find it and give it to me. Let me see. Specifically saying that in Salat, during Salat, call upon God and recite His verses. His verses? Quran verses, right? Meaning? Please tell me. Your brother has called me Satan. Now get out of here. Get out. Don't gaslight me here. You wicked Shia Arab. Get out. You wicked Shias. You're using Christian names and coming here. I know you. You wicked Shias. Cruel. Zalim. You have used Syrians. Syrian Christians. Christianity. You wicked Shias. Cowards. But still. Against a woman. And crying on Zainab and this and that. The first one is Quran 2, Surah 2, Ayat 43. Let me check. It doesn't say Salat. Oh, it says Salat. Okay, I saw it. Okay, Surah 2, Ayat 43 says, and establish the prayer and give zakah. So No, sorry, it doesn't say, it says give zakah. So do you give zakah? Standing up in prayer and giving zakah. Do you give zakat? You know what zakat is? Sorry, it doesn't say what you've said here. No, no, sorry. Doesn't follow properly. Again, misquoting the Quran. Toba, toba, toba. Like you people have no fear of God, and you show that you have such, you're Muslim submitting to God's, the what STP said, the Quran mentions to bow and prostrate in prayer. It also mentions calling upon God and recite his verses. No, it doesn't say this. And not in the order you have given. Bow down with those who bow down. Baba, this is what salat is this? In salat, when you stand up, then it says give zakah. You are distorting Quran ayats fearlessly. Okay, take your time, take your time. You, because I didn't know, you just said it says in Surah 2 ayat 43. Come on. Now you're saying, yes, you must give me time to show you all of the references. Okay. Show me all of the references, but in this, your Allah is saying, please, what other reference is going to correct the method of this ayat in saying salat? Are you telling me that those other ayats, even references that you're going to give me, Allah is going to say, oh, I told you to stand up and then give the zakah, but here I'm telling you, stand up, no, bow down first, or what? You said what you have said here. The Quran mentions to bow, stand up or bow, and prostrate in prayer. But here about the salat, brother, what other reference? I will wait forever for you, but I don't want to waste your time and my time. Because the Quran ayat here, another ayat will contradict this salat. So you will make a mess. You, thank you. Let, you know, come on. Here is say salat, then stand up, no, then give zakat. Go back to that ayat and see it saying, and bow down with those who bow down. It's not saying that. Surah 2, ayat 43 is not saying that, brother. It's saying ruku. Is it? Oh, yes, yes, yes. And bow with those who bow down. Sorry. It doesn't, what it says raki'ina. What is raki'ina? What kind of bowing is this? Sorry, it was my fault. What kind of bowing is this? Is this sujood or is this raki'in? Huh? Is this sujood or is this ruku? Tell me, is this sujood or is this ruku? And what kind of bowing is this? Has it told you what kind it is? How to do ruku? What is ruku? This is a form of ruku. And do you know the meaning of ruku and how to do it? Has it told you, has the Quran told you how to do ruku? Brother, has the Quran told you how to do ruku, in which method, which form to do ruku? But it does, but you see, before doing ruku, it says zakah and give zakah. Do you do that? Like, is aqim, that stand up in salat, give zakah, and then do ruku. And you, this is, I know it's a form of ruku, but don't take it for granted because the Quran doesn't say how, which, in what manner to do ruku. Doesn't tell you what is ruku. What is ruku? How to do it? Does it mean like the Christians who in church go down on their knees? Hmm? It mentions bowing only. There is no mention where it mentions the specific way to perform. So you are correct on that. But bowing is just bowing. Yeah, see, this is the thing, brother. This is the thing. How will you do it? How will you do it? It doesn't say that. This is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Thank you for accepting that and being honest here about this. Direct. Thank you for making life easy. I'm not well. I'm extremely exhausted. I just did around a 4-hour live stream before this. And I've come for this Christian man who has put wrong, telling me to stop and this and that and God knows what, calling me satanic, bringing his brother here. It mentions bowing, thank goodness. So at least because Muslims can give a very hard time by, dodging, dodgy people. So it mentions, now you've come to the point. It mentions bowing only, not the method of bowing, how to perform it, right? So you're wrong, right? In this ayat, it's not enough. Now you have to give other references, and then, but here, they will go against this ayat. So here it's not even given you the method of bowing. It's not what kind of a book is this, brother? Do you not see? And then you're going to blame Shias for not being Muslim. You're blaming Ahl Sunnah, and you think you know the best. You know it all. You know your Quran. The next one is, oh my God. But how can you from this ayat, what is it? How can you pray from this ayat when it has, now the next ayat, you'll see Surah 29, ayat 45, it will go against the method in this ayat of salat. Establish the prayer and give zakah and bow down with those who bow down. It doesn't even say how to do the ruku, raka'een, how you should perform the ruku. And then you've given me Surah, what is this? I just have to, 29, ayat 45. Goodness. Look at the contradictions. Recite, O Muhammad, what has been revealed to you of the book and establish prayer. Indeed, your prayer prohibits immoral wrongdoing. And the remembrance of Allah is greater. It doesn't say, and Allah knows that which you do. It doesn't say which ayats, verses to recite in prayer. It doesn't say, recite, O Muhammad, what has been revealed to you. in established prayer. Oh, how are you taking these ayats? You haven't even understood it properly. Allah is telling him to recite what has been revealed to him. Right? Correct? Yes, he says correct, just recite. But what you have said here, brother, previously, my goodness. You said the Quran mentions to bow and prostrate in prayer. It also mentions calling upon God. Yeah. And recite his verses. So you mean this is how you should pray? What you meant here was this is how you should pray. That's what I was asking you. Also, Muhammad is not in the Arabic. What do you mean by that? Yes? Yes, yeah. What do you mean by also Muhammad is not in the Arabic? Sorry, I didn't get that comment of yours. Huh? You mean in 2945? What is this? Yeah, Muhammad is not written there. Of course not, yeah. They just put brackets in. You're right. If you meant that. Muhammad is not in the ayat, you mean. Muhammad is not in this ayat. They put it in brackets. It doesn't say how to. It says that I think what it means here, what it's saying, it doesn't say recite what is revealed. Who is it revealed to? Recite what has been revealed to you of the book. Now that we have done, two, let's do the others. It just says recite what has been revealed to you of the book. That's it, recite it. It doesn't mean in prayer. It says and, wa. You know the meaning of wa? Your God doesn't even know how to put it then. You think that what this ayat is saying is recite what has been revealed to you in prayer, in salat, but that's not what it says. My goodness. You see the misinterpretation. I can see the misinterpretation. You've interpreted your Quran ayats. I've already done this with an ex-Ismaili on Facebook, telling me that against the Ismailis. Recite what has been revealed to you of the book. And it doesn't say in. It doesn't say in your prayer salat. And it says this means now get up, establish prayer. And establish prayer. It doesn't mean, it doesn't say in your prayer, recite what has been revealed to you of the book. You know the meaning of wa? And. Right? Or what the Shias would say that while you establish a prayer. No, it can't be like that. Even if you use that Shia word, while he was Imam Ali, that Surah Maida at 55, You see, it won't make sense here. Brother, Shias are also doing wrong things. They've done, all of you, even Sunnis, Shias, all of you. It's so sad to see. Even if you use wa as while, because Imam Ali, while he was in ruku, they say, gave a ring to the to zakah. But not every believer. Can you give a ring while in ruku? Wa? So there's a rift between Sunni and Shia on that Surah ayat. Now recite what has been revealed to you of the book while establish the prayer. It doesn't even say while you establish the prayer. Okay, while establishing the prayer, indeed the prayer prevents from the immorality and evil deeds, and surely, okay, Surah 17 mentions the recitation at dawn, which lines up with the dawn prayer. Okay, let me see Surah 17 at 78. I think you are an ex-Ismaili and I'll give you a chance. You just don't want to say that. Again, giving you. I had enough with the ex-Ismailis on Facebook. Oh. Establish prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night. Until the darkness of the night. Establish prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night, okay? Okay, and also the Quran and the Quran of dawn. That's in dawn. This is about, brother, where does it say recite the Quran during prayer? Establish the prayer at the decline. Declining of the sun is what? Maghrib, right? And the rising of the sun is dawn, Fajr. So what you said here was wrong. I mean, it doesn't go with this Quran ayat. Who has, who has been teaching you these things? Establish the prayer at the decline, going down. Ghurub, duluk. Okay, it says duluk here, of the sun, right? Till the darkness of the night. Okay, this is Maghrib, until the darkness comes of the night. And Quran at dawn. And the Quran at dawn. Now, Fajr time. Indeed, the Quran at dawn is ever witness. It doesn't say while in your salat recite the Quran. You can recite the Quran not even reading, not even performing your salat. Brother, you know, you don't have to take the Quran. It doesn't say during salat. Where does it say recite the Quran during salat? Here. Oh my goodness. And hold fast to the recitation of the Quran at dawn. For the dawn, recitation of the Quran dawn at dawn is witnessed. It doesn't say during salat. As I said, it lines up with the time of prayer. It only lines up with the time of prayer. But it doesn't say during Fajr time prayer. It doesn't say you can finish your whatever. So what? How are you doing your Fajr prayer? it says recite the Quran at Fajr, not with Salat. It may line up with the Fajr prayer, but it doesn't say recite the Quran ayats during with your in your Fajr prayers, in your Fajr prayers, in your Fajr Salat. It doesn't say that. You've just assumed that since it lines up, if you make, Allah has said in the, you see, you are distorting the Quran ayats. And who are you guiding? Are you guiding anyone in this? You're misleading people, your own Muslims, because conjectures, assumptions, you know what are conjectures? Making assumptions. Who is telling you to do this on your own? Yes, you can do it. You can, before you start becoming a Muslim, you should read the Quran. Allah has given you that right. Surah Nisa, I think 47, where is it? If you see much contradiction in the Quran, then it is from other than Allah. Okay, you only follow to the best of your understanding. Well, your understanding is pathetic. Sorry to put it that way. And you blame others for so why do you blame others? Why do you blame Shias and Sunnis? See, if you are doing it in the best of your understanding, stop blaming others, right? Because you don't know about the other Muslim sects and groups. How do you have the gall? How do you have that thing to blame others? Making statements against them. And your best of understanding is pathetic. And that's your understanding. You do blame others. I don't blame anyone. Did God say blame the Shia of Abraham? No. Did God say blame the Shia? No, no, no. Sorry, brother. You're denying blaming anyone. You think you know God and you know your religion. I've just seen your pathetic understanding of Quran ayats. It's just pathetic. Assumptions. You're not willing to even accept it. God, I don't blame anyone. You did. You blamed Shias. You blamed Sunnis. I only say that they are not Muslim because of what God has said about them. Where has God said about them? You understand what God has said about them? Do you know what blaming means? I know what blaming means, and I know that you've been blaming them for not being Muslims, even. Not being Muslims, even. Yeah, that is blaming without reason, with your understanding of the Quran. Who told you? Yes, you blame them. You think you know the Word of God better than anyone else. And you understand the Word of God better than anyone else. So you blame them. Yes, you blame them for being disbelievers. This is what blame is. And without any reason, you think you know what is right for you. You have understood. You think you are the only one who has understood the word of the Quran or God. Again, coming to this, I just showed you, brother, you don't understand. If you don't take Prophet Muhammad's sayings, you would. Do you know how to do ruku? You said no. Method is not given. You're giving me crap here. You're giving me crap and wasting my time and your time. You don't understand. It says here, become Shia. Shia. How come Shia? You said no, you don't see any Shia. Can you don't see Shia written here in Arabic? Why are you lying?
شيعا.
It's Shia. Here, you don't see. Listen, I'm willing to have a conversation, but keep insulting. You're also insulting people if you say they are not Muslims because they don't follow. According to you, they don't follow the Quran. According to them, they follow the Quran. So either you, according to you, they stop insulting those. Here, you cannot insult them and tell me not to insult you. I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you the truth about you. Like you think you're telling me the truth about them. But I'm following you and I see that you are not. I'm not insulting you. But you have insulted them without even have you had a conversation? Have you had a conversation with the Shias? Discussion, dialogue? Or you just made up your mind that they don't follow the Quran? Like you do. So you don't follow the Quran. I'm not insulting you. He's saying, listen, I'm willing to have a conversation, but if you keep insulting, then I'll just go. And I'm willing to learn, otherwise I would be here. Have I insulted you? No, no, no. I haven't insulted you, but this is crap what you've given me. Sorry, I'm not insulting you. I'm sorry if you feel insulted, but do unto others what you would have do unto you. Come to the point. You're not willing to learn. You're not willing to learn. You just want to prove your point here, that you are a true Muslim. According to others, they are true Muslims and you're not following the Quran properly. I can also see you're not following the Quran properly. But then are you willing to accept that or not? Are you willing, before I waste my time with you, are you willing to accept that or not? Right now. Otherwise, the end, you lied. Shia word is here. So it contradicts, right? You lied in the beginning. You lied to me. And also you lied to me and you're saying you're insulting me. So you're gaslighting me. You're a gaslighter and I can't show I can show an honest person. I can't show a dishonest gaslighter. Shia means follower. No, you said there's no Shia here. There is Shia here.
شيعا.
Shia is here. In this ayat. You said there's no Shia here. Sounds the same. There is Shia here. No, I didn't look back at my text. You were just guessing. But you were very sure that there's no Shia here. You see, in the very beginning, if you had looked to your text, you would have saved time. I would have shown you the contradiction in the Quran ayats between this ayat and Surah Safat ayat on Abraham. But you're being dishonest and you're gaslighting me. You're saying I insulted you. You have no fear. What kind of a Muslim are you? You're not even a Muslim. You are distorting Quran ayats. You are lying and blaming others, other Muslims, and telling me, do I know what blaming means? You are a forward gaslighter. I can't, no way can I show you. You're not willing to learn. Get out, you lied to me. I can't have liars here. I'm not insulting you, I'm telling you the truth about you. No, no, no. I'm not wasting my time with gaslighters, because with gaslighters and those stubborn people who think only they are right, covert narcissists, dogmatic, stubborn people like you. I'm not insulting you. I'm describing what you are, experienced from you, what you are. There's no way I can teach a stubborn person like you and an arrogant person who is not willing to learn, who thinks he's the only one who's true. The rest of the Muslims are also gone cases. Don't waste my time here. Please go. Please do me a favor. Can't. I've spoke about this to these arrogant Ismailis, ex-Ismailis on Facebook. See, no, I didn't look back. But you should have tested. No. You see, this is a very serious matter. You don't think it's serious. You, without even looking at the text, you told me back then that no, Shia is not there. It's sect. How could you do this? You cannot afford to make mistakes and guesswork. As a Muslim, I can. You can't. तौबा 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 कुछ तो खुदा का खौफ करो तुम लोग. Dishonest. And this negligence cost us all this because you don't want to see. No, you should be fear Allah. You don't even fear. You're distorting his words. You want to show what you... Brother, is your... sorry to put it this way. Are you in your... any universe? What is your... You've done intermediate, immediate in Pakistan? Because there were some Jahil ex-Ismailis, Pakistanis. Do you know Arabic? On Facebook. Who has taught you? Brother, कोई जाहिल से तो नहीं सीख के आए हो. Sorry, it's not insult, it's the truth. I'm sorry, I can't, like, बहुत जाहिल से teach, तुम्हें किसी ने teach किया है कि ऐसे देखो कुरान को. I think you are from up north somewhere, right? Jahil Muslim. Sorry. And I don't think you're willing to learn. You're very stubborn. Look, no, I didn't look back. ये तो फिर cost. खुदा का कुछ खौफ करो, ऐसे नहीं करो ना. I feel you have... very scary, very dangerous. Allah, अपने आप को... They see they are Muslims, but look at their negligence. Look at their nonsense. They are, gaslighting, stubborn, negligent. No, these kind of mistakes, at least you Muslims cannot afford. And then you're blaming the rest of... and saying Shia. This is Shia, it sounds Shia. Whether the writers have put Y or whatever. And you're saying this is sect. You see, your translators, your even Shias, gone cases. Shia, Sunni, Salafi, each and every one of you Muslims. You have not done an honest research on your Quran, and you differ immensely, and then you call these people kafirs, disbelievers. And if someone tells you the truth about yourself, you say you are insulting me. And what is the meaning of blame? Because they don't know the book of Allah, as if you know the book of Allah. If I tell you you don't know the book of Allah, that you're distorting the Quran ayats, is that insulting you? And that you lied to me. But you're saying, no, I didn't look back at my text. You can't afford to do this. So you lied. Or you thought you knew? Oh, that is such a negligent way. That's deception also. Maybe you didn't want to see. Maybe you want to deceive me and to carry on with you. Maybe you didn't want at the first step to show you that there's a contradiction in the Quran, ayats, between Quran ayats. Maybe you deceivingly, dishonest, like Abraham lying. You're allowed to lie, right? Deceive people. Your God, your Allah has said this in the Quran. You're allowed to be dishonest, right? In certain circumstances to save your religion or yourself, your one self, or you have a couple of few people with you. I think you deceptively, you deceivingly avoided to look at the text